Alright guys, we're back. Left off and we basically had our character moving, but he was doing a little too much shaking. A little too much. A little too much wobbling. And we don't want that. So what we do want is, the way to fix that is we're going to add a gyroscope. And that is going to be in your movers and output. Your gyroscope here. Alright, so what this is going to do is we're going to jack this way up high. This is going to keep him so he doesn't do any type of tilting in any way. It's going to keep him upright. I was hoping to avoid the gyroscope because I kind of like when he tilts when he gets to the edges and stuff, but whatever. We can't have him wobbling all over the place and getting all wonky. Let's get this around 5,000. It's good. Alright, so let's put this line on all axes, 100, and then dampening 0. So let's see now what that looks like. Alright, so, ooh, it's a little shaking. Woo. Shake and bacon. Shake and bake. Don't like that. So let's should we go up a little higher on the gyroscope? Oh, I guess, you know what? I think the dampening was that's what it is. Alright, there we go. There's still a little wonkiness, a little jittering, but you know something, that's good for me for now. I don't really want to spend too much time on that. I can make this a little tighter maybe. Alright, alright, so we got that. So what are we going to do next? We need our character to jump. Alright. And we're going to open this up. Oh, make this bigger. Whoa, a little too big. Alright, so what we can do is we can put this in another microchip. So gadgets, logic and processing, microchip. Alright, so open up L1 and X. You can get a node. This is going to we're going to use X as our jump button, basically universal jump button. Alright, so what's going to happen here is if we add the mover, or so here's our mover. If we just plugged it into here, I'll show you what happens. It doesn't do anything. So when you hit X, blah blah blah, should power on. Oh, let's do 100 strength, 0 here. Oh, we're not gonna name that. So then we had yeah. Alright. So let's see what that happens now. So what I did learn is it kind of makes a little bit of a, that's not what we want, but it kind of makes a bit of a dash, right? And the reason it's going in that direction is it's going in the X direction. And the way we can fix that is if you click on here to move this stuff out of the way, as you can see, if you hit circle off of it, this pops up, and this X is going in the X direction, the right, it's going right, so we want it to go up. So what we can do is just put on your guides, grid snap, and then we're just gonna pull it up. Alright, so now it works. Alright, it's a little bit of a big jump, but the issue here is if you continue to keep pushing X, if you just keep pushing X, you could infinitely just keep jumping, and that's really not what we want. So what we need here is a need a way to detect let's go into gadgets to detect when you landed. So when you landed, it needs to basically reset. So you can only do it one time until you land. So this trigger zone is going to do that for us. It's going to basically, honestly, what I'm going to do is just do it this way. It's just make it smaller. Make it smaller. Not too small. Let's go this way. That's good. We want it to be like less than this. Alright, so that's about right. What we can do is we can bring it down. Alright. Oh, and to make this grid smaller without having to go in here, like, just, you can hold L1 and down on the D-pad makes them smaller, up on the D-pad makes them bigger. Alright, simple as that. Alright, so that's looks fine, but the thing is we need it to go down. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can actually make it go down a tiny bit more. Let's see how, I guess we'll see how that works. Alright, so we have that. Alright, so what we need is, we need a way to, this trigger zone is only to reset the jump. So what we need is a counter. This counter we'll plug in here, so increase count, and then every time you land on the trigger zone, it will reset. And then we need a signal manipulator. This will power it on, and then we can just pulse on, input on. So that looks good. So let's see if that works. Alright, so what's happening here is it looks like he's not letting me jump. So what's happening is trigger zone is not triggering. So basically we want it to detect only the object, right? So yes, we only want to detect, and it still doesn't work. You have to go to label. See, now it's detecting all of this that's we marked as object. Because remember, we went into the properties and we put label, there's your label, as object. Alright, so now it should work, and it doesn't. Why is it not? That doesn't make any sense. Well, now it works, and now it works, and now it works. Oh, because you know why you have to reset sometimes if you're already in the middle, then it won't. Like if you didn't reset, then it'll save whatever, I guess, the last things. So that's pretty good. Alright, you can jump. So now if we fall off, we can jump. Alright, so that's what I like that. Alright, again, this is just for preference. I'm going to I don't really want these as wide, these my platform and my character. So what I want to do is I want to, let's see how we can do this quickly. Tools. Can we just, nope, can't do that. That sucks. So what we can do is tools. That's good, right? Yeah, that like that. Alright. I wish I could just, I thought at one time you could just make these. I guess I'd have to group them, but whatever. And what I'll do is I'll just do this one. Again, you guys, this is just preference, not necessarily something you need to do. Alright, so what I'll do now is just delete this, L1, you know something, L1, what's it, L1 and R2 copies it. But what I'm going to do is I need the grid to be a little bigger. And I got to put that tag back. Alright. Even that's a little, even that I feel like needs to go a little smaller. And to scope in, you just hit L1 and X. Yeah, that, like, alright. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so now, nope. Alright, so where's your tag, gadgets, tag, where are you at, tag? I want it right in the middle. Jesus. Come on, stamp. There we go. Perfect. Perfect stamp. Alright. Again. Name this center, right? Yep. Alright, so let's see if that works. Let's make sure we didn't mess nothing up. That looks a little more 2D-ish, you know? Definitely a little bit of jittery when we hit the edges, but I think so far this is looking good. Alright, so I'm thinking, yeah, maybe we can do some wall jumps actually. Alright, we already have the jump, so why not do add a wall jump in there? Alright, alright, that will be the next one, and I again, hopefully this video seemed a little better second one around. Alright, anyways guys, peace, and I will see you in the next one.